How to get multiple offers when selling your home. We'll cover that today on Frequently Asked Friday. What is going on, party people? In this video, we are going to open up the super secret Pandora's box and share with you how to get multiple offers on your home when selling your home. Before I get into the meat of it, if you like this video, if you would give me a like, subscribe, give me a heart, give me a thumbs up, whatever platform you're seeing this, give me some juice for the algorithm, please. I appreciate it. Give me a comment below. All right, so let's just jump right into it. I've got 4 things that I'm gonna give to you today on how to end up in a multiple offer situation. First one is presentation. And by presentation, I mean, how does your property show? So all of the things that we normally talk about that everybody seems to have forgotten over the last couple of years because the market's been so hot. Staging, paint, how does your property flow? What upgrades have we made or not made? Have we made necessary repairs? So before I get into like the secret sauce, we can do all of the fun stuff that we do as real estate agents, but at the end of the day, the product we are selling is your house. So how good of a product are we presenting to the marketplace? No matter what we do, at the end of the day, the premium price goes to the premium product. So if there's any upgrades you need to make, if there's any repairs you need to make, if we need to paint some walls, if we need to replace some carpet, make sure we're doing all that stuff before we get into the fun stuff. So that's number 1. Number 2, pricing. So there's 3 different ways you can price a home. You can price it above fair market value. You could price it at fair market value. You could price it below fair market value. If the goal is to get into a multiple offer situation, I'm going to recommend that you price it either at fair market value or below fair market value. Now, I have a lot of people that say, hey, Chris, I want to price my home high and leave room to negotiate. And that is a fine strategy if you don't want to get into multiple offers. Because what happens is sometimes you scare people off. Sometimes people don't even see your property because they're searching based on certain price brackets that they've already preset online. And you're just not going to get yourself into a multiple offer situation. Now, if we price it at fair market value or below, we're going to entice more buyers to the property, and then it becomes less of a logical decision of price per square foot and this and that and comps, and they become emotionally invested in the property, and then they just want to make sure they don't lose it to somebody else. If we think about what an auction house does, an auction house will set an incredibly low price on an item, on a car, on whatever they're selling below market value. They will get people emotionally invested in the process. They will bid it up, and a lot of times they will bid it up well above what the thing is actually worth because they are emotionally invested and they don't want to lose it to somebody else. And that is the same phenomenon that we are trying to create with pricing. We're trying to invite as many people in. We're trying to get people to see your home, imagine themselves living in it, imagine the space being their own. And then the emotional side of things starts to take over and they just don't want to lose the house to somebody else. Number 3 is timing. Timing is very, very important. So 2 things here is when to hit the market, how long to show the property. So we historically have done very well activating our listings on Thursdays and starting showings on Fridays. If we really think about it, real estate is a weekend sport. So the majority of real estate showings, activity happens Thursday through Sunday when people are kind of thinking about the weekend, not thinking about work as much, or they have time over the weekend to go see properties. I am blown away by the amount of sellers and agents that will list their properties on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays when, if you look at any of the major real estate portals, traffic is down. There's just not as much going on Monday through Wednesday in the real estate market. So timing during the week is very, very important. Secondly, is how long we are going to show your property. So one of the things that we like to do is to make sure that we are showing the property for at least 3 days. So we will show our properties Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We will make sure that we get enough time to actually show the property. If you take an offer the first day you're on the market, that may sound cool to tell your friends that you sold your house the first day. The reality is you didn't leave enough time for enough people to see the property. So we want to give adequate time for people to come out and see it. Realize that, not everybody's going to be able to come out and see it the first day, just given their schedules or whatever. So we need to leave enough time for people to see it. And then last but certainly not least is doing a delayed reviewing of offers. So I mentioned to you, we activate our listings on Thursdays. We show them Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we are typically reviewing any and all offers that we receive on a Monday. The reason we want to do that delayed review of offers If buyers and buyer's agents know that we're looking at any and all offers at one set time, they know there's not going to be the opportunity for a back and forth negotiation. There's no jumping in front of the property, or there's no back and forth negotiation, because they know we're going to be looking at everything at a set time. And if they know we're looking at everything at a set time, they just have to put their best foot forward and hope for the best. And that, my friends, is when you see folks starting to give above asking prices because they either assume they're competing with somebody else, or they don't know if they're competing with somebody else, and they don't want to lose the property. So those were my 4 tips on how to get into a multiple offer situation. If you have any questions, concerns, if there's anything I didn't cover, make sure you throw it in the comments. Thank you for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you next month.